Hey, what's up guys? Wood here, and this is Wood's Custom 78. And today I have an exciting new build, as you can see I'm standing in front of, that I want to share with you. This project started off as an XL185s Honda Beast. It's actually for a friend of mine. We've known each other since we were kids. Our parents knew one another here in Davao City in the Philippines. And after many years of being apart, this is actually his father's bike. And it's a tribute build for his papa. So it's really close to my heart, and I know it's close to his. So we wanted to make sure that we built something special for my buddy Alec. So anyway, without further ado, let me take you through what we did to convert this bike from this into what it is today. This is a beast for sure. So what we have right here is an XL185. This is a classic enduro off-road motorbike from the 80s. And what you'll find is these bikes were built for endurance and power. It's got about 116 horsepower on its best days. We'll probably hit about 115 kilometers an hour, approximately 17 miles per hour for those folks that are in that range. But what this bike offers is a whole lot of fun. So the vision behind this was to bring it up to date, transfer it from what it was, and make it relevant for Alec, and also a remembrance for his father. And as you can see, we've kept the yellow tones that the original bike had with this, but just upgraded it and created something that I believe brings this into the modern century of scrambling. So as you can tell, this whole back end frame had to be rebuilt once again. We cut off the old frame and restructured the frame to create that scrambler straight line vibe. And also really importantly, this was a dual shock rear end. Now we converted it into a monoshock for a couple of reasons really. One is aesthetics, for the scrambler modern look, and secondly also for comfort. We wanted to make sure that as Alec went off, if he decided to go on the road or off the road, he had everything he needed. And so we built it kind of like the monoshock specs of an XR200 to give him everything that he would ever need here in the city. And so this motorbike obviously started off with the classic enduro front tire and rear tire, 21-inch fronts, 18 in the back, and we decided to give it that scrambler vibe, 2 18-inch rims, nice and fat Shimano tires that are dual sport, all-terrain tires, so that he could take it anywhere he wanted. We also decided to upgrade the discs, front and rear. There were the classic hub brakes before, and so that gives him a lot more safety, and it just looks cooler as well. The original forks that came with the XL185 just were too narrow, and so we had to replace it. And in fact, what we did was took the original XR200 forks, put it on the front so that we could fit the nice fat new front tire that this bike deserved. We restructured the entire exhaust system, gave it a new style and a new line as well, just to give it that clean look that we're so accustomed here at Wood's Customs. We customized the exhaust pipe, rerouted the way it went onto the motor because we wanted to showcase the engine more than it did before. And now this beast really has a grumble and a rumble, ready to take on the roads for Alec. One major thing you'll see is the tank. Obviously, we changed the tank over. The original XL185 tank was so small, we wanted to make sure he had something a little bit bigger and also in line with our design idea. And so this tank is a replacement. It's still an original Honda tank, which I believe works really nicely for the lines that we created for his beast. To stay with the scrambler look, we gave him some nice scrambler handlebars and a very classic old school speedometer. Very simple. Just gives you your speed, your neutral light, and that is it. We just want to make sure that he feels the vibe of his motor, what gears is in, and just rides for that enjoyment and fun. The original bike already had a classic round front light, which was nice, but it was super old, so we replaced that as well. Further, together with the lights, we gave him some bullet signals, both front and back, and we actually upgraded the entire electronic system for this bike so that it was a DC 12 volt. Originally, these bikes were just AC. We replaced the ignition switch, gave it a modern ignition. This bike really does run beautifully. We kept the engine as classic and as original as possible, and all we did was just repaint it and give it a fresh vibe for Alec to ride. A feature I'm super proud of on this build is also our custom leather seat. Yes, you heard it right, it's not vinyl, it is leather. It will take a little bit more care and maintenance from Alec's side, but this bike looks sweet with this custom leather seat built with our partners here in Davao City. It's the Iron Horse, that's for sure. We made sure we kept the color accents to its original yellow. As you can see, we have the yellow engine guard underneath. We've even added a little yellow splash onto the rear monoshock, and the side grills, we kept that a little bit yellow. And obviously the tank itself has got a splash of yellow on the side with the classic Honda design logo. Overall, we're really pleased with the way this bike turned out with its color coding. Scrambler builds are notorious for having their mushroom air filter visible for aesthetic purposes, but we decided to put it inside our little custom built box just so that when the rains come, it doesn't have a chance of making that wet and giving him problems starting up his motorbike. We wanted to make the bike still feel like an enduro, all-around, go-everywhere motorbike, and so we decided to keep the rake and the look high. And since Alec is a tall guy and a big guy anyway, this is a perfect fit for him to be able to have some awesome adventures with what was his dad's bike is now his. All right, do you guys want to hear how this beast sounds? It's pretty fly. Okay, let's kick this, shall we? Woo! You know what? I think I'm gonna take it for a ride. I'll see you guys later. Wow, this bike has been brought to the modern day century. It's gonna bring a lot of fun and adventure, and I'm so stoked that I got to build this for my good friend Alec, an old childhood friend, and hopefully you'll see us on another episode where we take this beast on a real adventure. We'll go a little off-roading, go a little bit off the beaten track if you like, and take this Woods Custom 78 ride on some new adventures for him. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel to see more, hit that notification bell to make sure you're up to date with all our latest videos. But until next time, I'm Wood, this is Woods Custom 78, and life is better when you build stuff, right? So it's better built than bought. Anyway, we'll see you guys later. All the best, ride safe, and God bless.